Does anyone consider themselves eco-friendly at all? You know, you recycle plastic bottles, reuse them, you don't buy bottled water, use the Brita filters, your clothes are made out of hemp. Not a hippie? No. Alright, there are many ways to be eco-friendly, but through a company known as TerraCycle, it's taking that term to a whole new level and actually creating the upcycling trend. So rather than people saying, yeah, I recycle, I hope that people will be saying I upcycle in the future. With TerraCycle, you can be charitable while eco-friendly while helping the environment. As individuals, I feel it's our duty to help out the environment in any way that we can. Through TerraCycle and other companies that are similar, there are ways to produce practical items, everyday items that we use, such as pencils, any book supplies that consume a lot of resources that are harmful to our environment and potentially to us. So it affects us all in the long run. Today I will be discussing the aspirations and success of TerraCycle as well as some of their products, which I really like. I think they're affordable, they're practical, and they're really cool looking too. So my first main point, I'd like to give you some background about TerraCycle and its founder, Tom Zaski. According to their website, through their history page, he was a freshman at Princeton University who, during his freshman year, he took a trip to Canada with a bunch of his buddies. It wasn't spring break, it wasn't anything like that. And they met one of their friends, and what he was doing was he had worms in this giant bin, and those worms were eating organic waste. And through that, Tom Zaski came up with the idea, well, with this organic waste, what can I produce from it? What do you produce from animal or bug poop? Anyone?
Fertilizer.
Fertilizer. And this is going to be a quality fertilizer, something that people can use, and there's no harmful chemicals in it, because right now if you were to turn around and look at the ingredients in a bag of fertilizer, there's a lot of chemicals in there that aren't good for anyone or any living creature. So with that idea, he entered the Carrot Capital Business Challenge, which is a really prestigious contest in people who present their business ideas. And the prize is $1 million worth in investors, and he actually won, but he turned down the prize money because the money he would get would go to be producing his products, but the way the investors wanted to produce and manufacture his products would actually be harmful and more, they would cause more pollution, and that was something Tom Zaski didn't want. He was 100% green in every way. So in 2003 he dropped out of Princeton, so who needs a degree, right? That's a joke guys, okay? To pursue his green dreams known as TerraCycle. But I bet you're wondering, what is TerraCycle? And I have a little video to show you in a nutshell, presented by Tom Zaski. No!
The volume,
I'm sorry?
the volume, there's in the projector cord, there's an extra little cord that goes into the volume.
I think is it one of these somewhere?
It's right there.
It's right next to your foot.
Stand there.
On the side.
Sorry for technical difficulties. Actually, it's not difficult. Okay, well, I had a video, but TerraCycle in a nutshell, what Tom Zaski would have said, hopefully, that he created TerraCycle in the early 2000s, and what they do now is actually changing the world. You wouldn't think about it because they're a small company in Trenton, New Jersey, which is in a ghetto area, really ghetto, you could die in that area. and how they started out, which was only in Canadian Walmarts and Home Depots. Because at first, no one thought this kid was gonna like succeed at all. Like you had like newspaper articles like, who is he trying to be? He's from Princeton. He's one of these like arrogant like rich boys. Complete opposite. And so what they actually do is they have collection brigades, and those brigades it's an easy process to sign up to collect any type of candy bar wrapper, chips, recycled plastic bottles, old shoes, recycled flip-flops. I mean, they made a playground out of recycled flip-flops. I mean, how cool is that? And what you do is follow a few easy steps on their website, which is terracycle.com. And what you do is, as a community, not just one person doing it alone, you collect, I know right now they're collecting the Odwalla granola bars. I don't know if any of you eat them. I eat them like religiously. And right now they're collecting them. They're hoping to create a line of backpacks for students in other countries that can't afford school supplies. So I thought that was really cool. And of course, being a large-scale company, they can't do this on their own. They have to build contracts with investors such as Coca-Cola, right now Huggies diapers, which is pretty interesting considering no one wants to deal with diapers. I don't. But I figure in the long run, these products of upcycling is really good, and I bet you guys are probably wondering what upcycling is. And as naturallysavvy.com puts it, it's taking something that you would otherwise throw out and finding a new way to make it into something else. So let's say this sweater, I don't use it anymore, I don't want it anymore, it's old. If TerraCycle were collecting old sweaters, they could make endless possibilities with it. They could probably make a giant camping tent out of it. Probably not the best material, but their brainstorming ideas are pretty well. And I think what they're doing is very good for our environment. I'm very passionate about the environment, so I thought as soon as I came and I saw this TV show, I was like, oh my gosh, it was cool. They actually had their own TV show for a little bit, which aired in 2010 on Earth Day, which coincidentally I thought was, oh, that's very nice. And to conclude this little presentation, I hope that you guys found this information useful. It would have been a little better with the video, but it's alright. And I hope that you guys take part in the upcycling trend as well. It's not just something that you should get into one day and like drop the next, because it really does affect you in the long run and everyone else on this planet. And I feel that, as Tom Zaski said to reporter Lucy Young in the Telegraph newspaper, we want to be the recycling solution for everything that's not recyclable today, which in my opinion should be an aspiration that's met. Thank you.